Yo. This is a little special edition. Say hello to the bad guys because my man Tone hit me up last night and we chopped it up for about 2 hours last night. Yo, and this dude has some thoughts on the MCU. So I told him, yo, we gonna record this and then I'm gonna just let him cook. So Tone, the floor is yours, bro.
All right, so first and foremost, shout out to MCU, Marvel, even DC if you want, James Gunn, all everybody who's involved ever in FIE, because the fact that we're even having conversations like this means that niggas is interested. Like that's what it is. But I know a way that they should have after Endgame, they could have fixed everything moving forward if they went in the direction that I'm talking about here, right? So we talked about this shit last night for a grit, whole
Yeah,
2 hours.
two
Right?
hours.
So after rewatching a lot of stuff, starting from Infinity War, I thought, like the buildup between Infinity War and Endgame, it was massive. Like that entire marketing plan was between those two movies together, right?
Mm-hmm.
After Endgame happens, they, in some way, I know maybe financially for Disney, they looked at it as a hurt, as like a negative. But the best thing that could have happened for storytelling purposes is COVID. Because now you can just sit down and really figure out where to go next. And that's where y'all left off anyway. Like if you watch Endgame and you listen to Captain America, like Steve Rogers Captain America, and everything he was saying prior to Tony Stark coming back, he was saying, yo, there's a lot of things that have changed since a lot of people left, but it's a lot of good though. Like he was pushing towards like, yo, maybe we don't do nothing. Like maybe we just build from here because it's looking up. Black Widow didn't like that. That's why they pushed into going forward, right? Then all of a sudden, all these people come back randomly. All these people come back. Also, in No Way Home, we saw the issue with that. Like we start in Far From Home, we saw the issue with that. People coming home, just being snapped back, and we also saw that with
Falcon and Winter Soldier with the flag
Falcon Winter
smash.
Soldier, Black Widow. Like we saw it. We saw the issues of like, when people come back and you're like, hold up. We even saw it in WandaVision with um the black lady. I forget. I'm missing it. I'm throwing.
Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, I was about to say Misty Knight. I'm tripping,
Mm.
but when she came back and they were like, "Yo, your mom passed." Like, there's real issues that are dealing with here. The way that Marvel went with like their shows, and I thought that the theme was grief. Like, I immediately thought like people are having to deal with their actual like PTSD trauma of like life. However, they kind of touched it like grief, but that wasn't the theme. So here, this is what you gotta do, right? Endgame happens. You take a hiatus. You can add in COVID or whatever, but you got to take a year and a half to 2 year hiatus, maybe a year, because I know money's money. However, in that part time, that's when you start bringing out What If. That's when you start bringing out your animated series, and also there's something called a web series that they should have brought out, similar to what Yurik's niece in Daredevil's doing, where she has like a web series and she's kind of
Yeah, chronicling
Marvel.
news or whatever, but it's under a pseudonym or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Marvel should have just had a web series that they post every other month of just how things are looking in New York after the snap. Like just little tidbits of like, this is this and here, but crime is spiking a little bit here, but just robberies, nothing real. Just build it up, build it up. Then
Mm-hmm.
after all the web series are done, right? They only got to be a 15, 20 minutes, even 10-minute series. Just stuff for us fans to look at and be like, oh damn, well, okay. You can even do little Easter eggs here and there. Well, certain parts of Harlem are fine though, thanks to a local hero as well, and they show a picture of Luke. You can just do that, real simple, like real simple Easter eggs, and it pleases everybody, right? Then the next movie you drop and you push is Shang-Chi. Why? Because it's not in New York, so he can same movie, nothing changes, same movie. However, the only thing that would change would be at the end when they were trying to recruit him for Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
That never went anywhere anyway. So you don't even need that. Real rap. The best after credit scene was seeing that his sister is now in charge of everything, and that plays a part. So right, Shang-Chi. Then the next movie that is after Shang-Chi should be Captain America: New World Order. It's unfortunate of what they did in Phase 3 or Phase 4. The best villain for Captain America: New World Order would have been Crossbones by far. He's
Nah,
already
I hear you. I'm letting you cook. Go ahead.
that would have been the best villain because now you get to see him literally throw hands with somebody who has a real vendetta against you. They've had time to build it. The only thing is MCU killed off Crossbones. So like maybe they either find a way for Crossbone to like come back. You make Sidewinder the main villain, but you can't do what you just did, where the villain is the leader, but Sidewinder and Red Hawk. It's like, all right, well, who should I focus on here? Like it's too much going on. Like, is Sidewinder that good? Where like he knew everyone was coming, and all of a sudden he's get caught. But is he a real villain? And also, you don't have somebody play Sidewinder that good of an actor and not use him. Like,
Mm-hmm.
make him the villain for real. However, I think Crossbones would be a phenomenal choice. Matter of fact, you could even say he's brought back from who the big bad of the next two phases is. We've learned in Ironheart that Mephisto is behind a lot of things. He already said that he made deals with other people. He just hasn't mentioned who. So now you don't even need to mention that Mephisto's name in this. At the end of it, after Captain America defeats Crossbone, he can then say, "Hey, I thought we handled him. I don't know how he got back here." That just leaves the Easter eggs of something else is going on here. Something else is going on. Moving forward, you then get your first TV series. It should not have been WandaVision or Loki. It should have been Hawkeye. Hawkeye should have been the first thing right out. One, because it's very, very comic accurate. You again are pleasing a lot of fans.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's a fan favorite, and you adding in somebody who is a fan favorite from all perfect. Money wise, perfect. It's the same show. The only thing is, right? Instead of having Kingpin, instead of having Kingpin in this, you know who they should have had as the leader of the track mafia?
Who?
Echo. She should have been the leader, like the leader of the group.
Mm-hmm.
And then once she is defeated, she makes a phone call and said, "We have to step in further." We don't know who the phone calls to. We just know there was a phone call. She gets confused. She goes back to where her home was, not New York.
Well, she
That's
can't make the phone call actually herself because she can't speak.
oh shit. Well, hold up. She can speak. Echo can speak. She can't.
She can't
What's it
talk.
called? Yeah, she can speak.
Deaf.
She does speaking every now and then. But you telling me that a phone call is unimaginable, but she can do mystic arts? She better use the mystic arts to call a number. Hold on, you mute it. You mute it. Oh no, I can't hear you. Well, I mean, dang, it's still. I don't know what's going on. Mm, all right, so okay. Well, we gonna get back to the echo thing, right? Because even if she doesn't make a call, someone who she has reliable in that situation could have called, or she could have met up with someone while hurt after the battle and said, "Hey, I'm sorry. This is this. I tried." And you would hear one voice in the background said, "I'll get it done." You know who it is. You know who it is. There was no visual, but you know, oh shit, he's in the MCU. Bet that's it. Now all we know is they have auctions for some reason. There's somebody ruling the underworld. We learned who Echo is. We see her as a villain, but now we're confused because by the end of it, she doesn't know where things are, and that's where Echo takes off anyway. That's where the show took off in Echo. So then you can get into your WandaVision, which I love WandaVision. That was a phenomenal show. The way it was put together, every episode was a different like sitcom. That was phenomenal. Whoever thought of that was phenomenal. The only thing you changed in WandaVision is that she's not behind it. It's Mephisto. Literally, you're now building up there's some real crazy shit going on, and Mephisto's the one who's making all the craziest shit going on. The smaller things you look at, it's a puppet master job by Kingpin, and he has Sharon Carter and he has Shang-Chi's sister under his thumb. However, the real problem is Mephisto, and that gets handled in the next phase. But this phase, you get to see him do damage. Because I think King, again, you don't get certain characters to play villains, just like Christian Bale. You don't get him to play God the Gore Butcher. And that's all we got from him. Like Christian Bale, you don't hire somebody like that and be like, all right, let's do like a comedy, damn near. Nah, I want to see Batman whoop ass. Like I want to see Christian Bale go in there and whoop ass in that movie. So now Kingpin, what's his name? D'Onofrio. He's one of the best actors I think of all time. Like honestly, yeah, and to see him like get his own respect in that phase is going to be phenomenal. The next movie after WandaVision, because WandaVision is a show, then you have a movie. It's Doctor Strange. The difference is it's the same movie. Um, it's the same movie, right? The only difference is Wanda is not the villain here. So like you fight Wanda, but when you win, she doesn't go under a bunch of rocks and bury herself. And that's not how that ends. She snaps out of it and lets Doctor Strange know, hey, something's going on with me. I don't know what. My powers I feel like they've been taken over. I don't know if I made it. All right, so now we have an understanding. Doctor Strange looks into it further. Not in his movie, but he says he's going to look into it further. This sounds like some other stuff. I've fought Dormammu. It sounds similar to this. All right, so now we get into like the mystics there, but it stays there. It's just between Wanda and it's between Doctor Strange because no one else should be talking about that. Guardians of the Galaxy happens, nothing changes. Literally nothing changes. That was a movie by itself. Like that movie just sat by itself. It could literally been released not MCU bound and nothing, and it would still been great. You need no background story with how Guardians of the Galaxy 3 works, and it's the end of it. Next thing is the Eternals, but instead of a movie, turn the Eternals into a show. Every episode should be able to break down who we're meeting because it's too many of them to be like, all right, we already got all the people in Marvel. Now here's a team of damn near 10 niggas. All right, well, hold up. Like, let me take a break. If you want, this series could drag out long enough where you build up your next movies or whatever. And luckily, in that situation, again, you have Eternals, turn that into a series. And I remember what we talked about last night. I said that should be a timepiece. I said that some of that should be like, yo, they show them fighting like the Romans. Like you could literally go into that, and they said they've been here since the creation of man. Like, all right, well then let's get artistic with it. I don't want to see these niggas in London fighting in today present day. I want to see them fighting in Rome in 1400. If they said they was doing that, let me see that though. And it's funny, I really don't understand why Eternals wouldn't do that in the first place. If you have Kang as your big bad, like you have Kang talk about, hey look, I've been in every dimension, every century, and then you get Eternals who was like, yeah, I was there. Well, show us that y'all know this nigga then. Like if y'all was in every century, y'all never crossed paths. Something's up with that. I ain't like that. After the Eternals, hold on, I still can't hear you. It's weird. I still can't.
All right, we had deal with some technical difficulties on my end, but Tone, keep cooking.
But we still cooking, still got all the
Yeah,
seasons
keep cooking.
here for a great phase 5, 6, 7, right? So after the Eternals turns into a series, and you get that month of just promotion for that. Thor: Love and Thunder. I don't know. They really wanted to keep the movie, whatever. Keep the movie. However, you can have Easter eggs mentioned of Gore the God Butcher trying to look for more gods, and he heard of Mephisto. Like just a Easter egg for everyone to be like, "Ooh, Mephisto!" Boom, that's it. However, keep the lame movie because apparently they like the movie a lot in Marvel.
Yo, I couldn't fuck with it
I don't like anything about the movie.
because they fumbled Gore's role.
They fumbled that. It was too many corny. I don't know.
Mm.
I look at Thor in a certain way where like, why are you joking about him? Like I know he's a jokey person. Like and they made him that, but like some of those was like, all right, bro. His girl has cancer. Like he should lock in. Like I feel like it was no lock in situation in that whole
Hmm.
movie, and it should have been. Um, right after Thor, right? Right after Thor, we should get. Now I'm iffy with this the timing of where you go for this. You take off about another. Well, let me say about 3 to 4 months after Thor, because Thor's a big movie. So I know they're gonna put a lot of budget into that. You have a new movie coming out. The next movie is Spider-Man: No Way Home. Obviously, you're gonna gear up to promote that. The only difference of this is somehow Doctor Strange is not involved. He is out handling business with Wanda like he just said he was because they think someone else is up to something. Wong is there to help, and somehow America Chavez goes into their world. No clue why. Found them, and instead of having Spider-Man's friend doing the
Hmm.
it's America Chavez. That's our introduction to her. I don't like her introduction being in Doctor Strange specifically. It was weird. Even their dialogue was weird because he like, yo, I don't fuck with kids. Like, like I don't talk to you. And he out here just babysitting a kid, and he's like, yo, I'm a big time deal, bro. Like, if a kid
But
then
she's a
does,
special kid. She's the only one of her kind.
but think about this. She does this right, and she falls into Spider-Man's world. She meets up with a bunch of other kids. It's almost a perfect match. And now it's like, all right, we on this journey, but you know who should guide us? Wong. That
Because at this point, he's the sorcerer supreme.
and they're all where? In New York City. This is where I want this. So America Chavez is the one instead of Doctor Strange, which again it kind of makes sense because he too smart to be casting spells and shit like he was doing nonchalantly. Like I'm just confused. I know she only jumps dimensions and shit, but like if she comes and lets Wong know, hey, there's a threat coming, like legit, there's a threat. He gonna at least listen her, like hear her out. We never thought Doctor Strange should have been doing them spells like that. Like the first one, we was like, he would never do that. Like he don't listen to nobody, let alone, oh, you want me to do you a favor with magic? Yeah, I can do that. That's not who the fuck this nigga is. Like, what are we doing here? And I like Doctor Strange. Um, the second Doctor Strange.
Mhm.
I love No Way Home. The only difference I would do is I don't think Doctor Strange should be the one casting spells and stuff. I think that Doctor Strange should be out of that. A Wong be like, hey, look, he's out right now and he's doing important business, dealing with something that is intergalactic that we don't know what's coming. That's all we know. You know what? I'll come help you. What do you need help with, Peter? This and that. And then out of nowhere, America Chavez jumps up. Yo, where are you coming from? Different situation. Now she's like, hey, look, I've been jumping dimensions. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to get back. Look, perfect setup. Same thing. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. The next movie that has to come out, is Black Panther, and I would cry watching the damn movie. I cried during that funeral during the movie. It was sad. Like, I legit was like, damn, this nigga really gone. Like it really hit you once you see them like all grieving. You like, oh shit, he really not here. Um, and
Like I said last night, Marvel took Marvel, Feige, Disney, MCU. They took two gut punches
mm,
and the first one was Chadwick Boseman passing away
yeah,
because he was going to be a central figure going forward once Robert Downey Jr. and Chris
hmm
Evans and them decided, yo, we not doing this shit no more. And then the other one was, in in the interview, Feige was like, yo, we was thinking about doing away with Kang anyway or whatever. But when
yeah,
Jonathan Majors caught the case, that was another one because they could have done the Kang storyline. That and him whatever happened with him is the reason why Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Doom or whatever, because you can't, no matter what you say, you can't say that um what is his name? I can't think of his name right now.
Who?
Kang,
Oh,
the actor,
Jonathan
Jonathan
Majors.
Majors.
Jonathan Majors.
You can't say he can't act. He's a hell of an actor,
hmm
whatever, and everything. So that should never take away from his talent. But his personal situation, however you whatever side you lean on with it, played
Right.
itself into uh Disney and them getting punched in the gut. Those two situations had them on a scramble, in my opinion.
I think somehow I think you can have well, in between Spider-Man and Black Panther, I think there should be a series. And I'm thinking about it now.
Mm-hmm.
And the series that you either have is either Echo, which I
Mm-hmm.
don't want. I think you should put Loki there.
Mm-hmm.
The difference between Loki is obviously I think you need to change who's pulling the strings at the end of the time. Or um I mean Loki season 1, you can kind of go anywhere you want. You can have him fight just somebody separate altogether. You can have Loki fight Nightmare if you want somehow. You could there's different ways you can go with Loki that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't involve Kang, but Loki was a good series to have because it was like fun.
Yeah,
Like it was a fun
I
series. That
like both. I like both seasons.
oh, I love.
And
Oh,
yeah, and I'm appreciative of the fact that they at the end of season one when they introduced Majors as He Who Remains
yeah,
or whatever. So yeah, at that point, I mean, you gotta stick with it. You gotta
yeah.
rock out with it.
So you know what? Yeah, I agree with you. All right. So after Spider Man, you have the Loki series, season 1.
Mm-hmm.
No matter who you have at the end of time,
Mm-hmm.
you can have Sasha Cohen or what was his name? Sasha Cohen.
Yeah, Sacha Baron Cohen.
You can have him sitting at the end of it and be like, "Oh, I didn't expect you here." Like you can do whatever any way you want to, or it can all just be in Loki's mind, and that then you realize, oh, this is all like planted. After the Loki series, you take a couple, like a month or two break, then you introduce Black Panther. After Black Panther, oh, also with Black Panther, it's the same movie. However, I don't think you need Louis Dreyfus.
Julia
Well,
Louise.
yeah, you don't need her. I want to see Sharon Carter. I need to see Sharon Carter because you
In what
introduced
though?
her
You need to see
uh,
Sharon Carter in what?
somehow. Maybe it's not her position to be that, but she needs to have a role in these movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like they introduced her as the villain now. Like she's the stock or she's the broker. Like
Yeah, the power broker.
but what does that mean? Like as far as this goes, what does it mean? So now you have international agencies trying to get
She's a black market Tony Stark.
but hold up. So you have agencies trying to get uh vibranium. Wouldn't it be interesting if someone who sells a lot of shit is the one behind that shit trying to get that?
Mm-hmm.
There's a way to put Sharon Carter in that
I
position.
see where you're going
And
with it.
she's more of a threat. Like she's more of a threat. One, because she has history with her name, and two, she just got exonerated for all her bad doings because they like appreciated her. So she using that. And this is when we'll realize she has way more leverage when it comes to the underworld shit, when you realize like her interactions with Kingpin and Shang-Chi's sister. This is when you realize, oh, this is like a pyramid scheme. Like this, they rocking shit out in the underworld.
And you mentioned Baron Zemo. We mentioned Baron Zemo also a part of
Yeah, we did.
that collective.
We about to get there. We about to get there. Oh, it's
Okay.
important. He's important. Also, Ironheart should happen directly after Black Panther. Almost a week in between, because you can't put your foot off the gas to introducing new people, especially if you're going to introduce them with a TV series.
Mm-hmm.
So, Black Panther happens. You get them
Ironheart should immediately follow Wakanda Forever.
exactly. You get like a week or two of a break, and the next step, Ironheart. It should be a TV series that is like directly afterwards, and then that is when you are introduced to Mephisto's face. Just have the same thing. I bet Ironheart hits different if this is building up like this, and you've been hearing tidbits about Mephisto, and then all of a sudden he just walks out the back like, "Yo, what you need me to do?" That's a little different. And then give us some time, right? The next TV series drop, Echo. This almost the same way.
Mm-hmm.
The next TV series should be a 3-episode special called The Kingpin. I'm telling you that.
Now,
that
what
shit,
would that focus on?
that shit would eat. Look, it will focus on the growth of Kingpin all the way up to literally the last part of Echo, and we get to see his perspective before we get into the next series, which is Daredevil. So now those people who never saw Daredevil know Kingpin, but those who did see Daredevil know Kingpin. Like this is like, all right, it's literally leading up to the peak is coming. Like you can see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then after Daredevil happens, and wherever we are with that, and it starts getting darker and something like that, I'm telling you, it's easy just to add in people. It's easy to add in people. Like imagine if Kingpin in the next Daredevil or in the Daredevil series, Kingpin comes in and he says, "You know what? I'm gonna have my dogs come get y'all." And he says the dude's wearing the Punisher stuff on, and he starts sending a bunch of people doing martial arts, and you're like, "Yo, who the fuck is?" And you realize, oh shit, Shang-Chi's sister's here. Like she sent the dogs as well because that's what the fuck he's supposed to do. Because Kingpin runs this shit. You never realize that. And then you're like, damn, how the fuck did he get vibranium suits? You know how? Sharon Carter gave me them shits, nigga. I'm really this guy. Like, y'all think, and then you're like, well, why is everybody so feared and scared of him? And then you grow, and later on, maybe in the second season of Daredevil, because they broke it into two things, you get to realize, oh shit, Kingpin made a deal with somebody. Who's the deal with? It's Mephisto, and that's the next phase you jump into. That's when you start asking for the other help. I'm telling you, it would keep niggas like, who is pulling strings with King?
So who is Daredevil coming to get?
Daredevil coming to get Punisher. Yes, and hold up, and at the end of Echo, Kingpin catches Echo and puts her in the basement, and we find her in the basement, just like Daredevil. We see the swordsman, we see Echo, and you start realizing, oh shit, he caught a lot of these niggas. You see Jessica Jones down there, you see Luke Cage, that's your Easter eggs. And then you sit there like, oh, he caught all of them? Yeah, I did. This is me. Like, you introduce Kingpin as, oh, he's the underworld bull. Like, this is Thanos for the underworld. And when you
Iron Fist is included in that group?
Say it again.
Is Iron Fist included in that group?
No comment. I feel like I would like to see Iron. You know what? I would like to see Iron Fist because Iron Fist versus Shang-Chi in some type of situation would be dope to see, like scene wise. However, they played that nigga so bad in Netflix to me. It's like if I saw him again, I wouldn't even have no like nostalgia. I'd be like, I mean, there he is.
I didn't mind him, truthfully.
Really?
I didn't mind him. I think he
I just
caught a
thought,
bad
you know
rap,
what?
but I didn't mind him. Maybe they could have found somebody better to play Iron Fist or whatever, but yeah, I didn't mind him.
See, I thought the worst part was the one thing that really hurt Iron Fist is that they put Iron Fist around a bunch of goats. Like they put Iron Fist around Daredevil season 1, 2, Punisher 1, Jessica Jones. Those are
Mhm.
goated. And then you get Danny Rand, and you like it's cool, but we out here playing Wu Tang and Luke Cage. I'm saying like, bro, all right, this nigga ain't got no culture, no seasoning in his shit. Like, I hear you, but like, nah, you know what? I'm tripping. What's the girl's name who was with him?
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, I can't think of her name. I know, and she became an Iron Fist in the end.
Hold up, she's in one of the cages, but not him.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Look, and then the next season will be Daredevil trying to get. Hey, look, we got to get some people together. I gotta go out of town to get some people because. Hey,
So is that where Spider-Man come in?
Ding, ding, ding. See, look, you see it. You see it. And then you have Spider-Man just going about his regular day, and then he's realizing, damn, these streets is nasty out here. Like I'm doing a lot of work, and now out of nowhere, he catches Daredevil trying to break in. Oh, in Brand New Day, even though Spider-Man is a movie of just him, he does.
Mhm.
However, Brand New Day and his voice is no longer Shield or them. Like he has no one else to listen to. There's no Tony Stark. The person he's listening to now is Daredevil. Oh man, look,
Yeah, because at this point in your storyline or whatever, people still at this point nobody knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man anymore,
Mhm.
right? Okay, but Wong made it instead of Doctor Strange. That
So hold
okay.
up. But when Doctor Strange comes back, he will know because he wasn't on Earth.
Okay.
So,
So that's
so
kind of like
and Wanda would know because it's Wanda.
yeah, and it's kind of like was I talking to you about it or whatever? But in the comics, there was a storyline when everybody forgot who Peter Parker was, except for Hulk.
Mm,
Banner forgot his identity, but Hulk didn't. They're two different personalities.
okay.
And I remember somebody talking about it because I had to try to go back and find the actual comic. And Hulk is and Spider-Man were having a conversation, and Hulk told him, he was like, "Yeah, Banner doesn't remember you, but I do." Or whatever,
Mm,
because whatever happened wasn't strong enough to erase the Incredible Hulk's memory of whose Spider-Man's real identity was.
right.
So I wonder if they would play that in there.
Check this out, right? We got a movie to end the next phase. Movie that also we skipping She-Hulk. We
Mm-hmm.
skipping that. And this sounds like I'm sexist. I'm not. It's just them shits did not hit, man.
Mm-hmm.
She-Hulk didn't hit. I liked Miss Marvel a lot, but in this frame, you don't have her yet. You have her maybe in the next phase. But I
Closer to
don't
when
have
you start to introduce the mutants.
yeah, exactly. Like you can't introduce her now and then go back to
No,
like,
for
all
for a
right,
couple years.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they did with Shang-Chi, unfortunately. But check this out, right? What do we have? Thunderbolts, right? Thunderbolts
Mm-hmm.
happen. And I'm still trying to figure out who should be the
So let's pause that Thunderbolts one first,
okay,
because if I'm not mistaken, you said Black Widow, you just do away with that movie.
scrap
So
it.
how do you introduce Yelena without the Black Widow movie?
There is
Her
a
introduction to the world was basically Black Widow.
She was introduced before that. What was the series it was?
She was in the Hawkeye series, but
but you knew who she was because of Black Widow.
Black Widow, yeah.
Wasn't she in some? She was in something prior to that. No. She wasn't. She wasn't. Well, you know what? I'm still scrapping Black Widow.
So
Or
there has to be now. The problem with the Black Widow was when it actually came out, as
that
opposed
was my
to
problem. Like
yeah,
you put out Black Widow before
when
Endgame.
it should have came out. It should
Yeah.
have come out directly after Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah.
It was just a timing thing, and I don't. Yeah, it was just I don't know what the fuck they were thinking because she dies in Endgame, and then you bring out the Black Widow movie. So now
That's what
you're
fucked me up.
backsliding or whatever, everything. So it should have come out so much sooner than it actually did. So now you got Yelena because now they don't have to do that end credit scene of her at Natasha's burial site and um Val comes and introduces herself as she's recruiting the her new Avengers.
Yo, it's funny. She's such a like interesting character. Where like you can introduce her for like a quick second. Matter of fact, like remember when we were introduced at the graveyard,
Mm-hmm.
like, and she was talking to Val. That was what? How long? Like 5 minutes, 4 minutes,
Because
and right
she
there,
put a battery in her back to go after Clint.
and right after that, you like, all right, bet. What if remember the web series I talked about?
Mm-hmm.
What if that's a web series? Like, I'm
Okay.
talking about like a 15, 20-minute video. You see her walk up to her sister's grave. They put it on her sister's grave. She's crying. You don't even know who this is, but she's obviously somebody. She's dressed up, ready to
Mm-hmm.
fight shit. Val's like, hey, look, man, what happened? What happened? Like, explains the same thing, but it's a little bit longer of a dialogue. And now you
Mm-hmm.
realize, oh shit, there's more than just one of her. This is her sister. But now we get to really meet who she is through Hawkeye and through Thunderbolts,
Mm-hmm.
which I love Thunderbolts. I don't know about you.
I did. I did.
I liked it. I didn't like Taskmaster. I didn't like that they made Taskmaster who that was anyway in Black
Mm-hmm.
Widow. That's
Yeah.
another reason why they should scrap Black Widow, because they just took Taskmaster, made it a dumb ass, like, what the fuck is that? All right.
Yeah. The dude's daughter.
That was a trash idea. I thought that was
Yeah.
hard. But if you get Thunderbolts, I think you don't have Taskmaster
Yeah,
as.
especially if you're gonna kill her off 5 minutes in.
I don't think. Oh my god, that's my biggest problem in that movie. It's like,
Yeah,
bro, what?
they said they were looking for a shock value or whatever, and yeah, but
I guess.
she's the only one that provides any and well that makes it possible to kill off or whatever because she doesn't have any dialogue. She doesn't speak,
Yeah,
so it makes sense. Everybody else has speaking words. Taskmaster didn't
yeah,
talk.
doesn't speak at all. Yeah,
Yeah, so that made it an easy choice. So if I'm that actress, I'm like, damn, what the
what
fuck?
the
I
hell?
mean, I'm cashing that check
Yeah,
or
she had
whatever.
the
But
press.
come on, man.
He was at the press run, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm here for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm out.
knowing it ahead of time, and you still gotta
You still got to
what?
smile and do the
Yeah,
interviews, and shake hands, kiss babies, all that. Yeah, that is kind of crazy to
knowing
think about.
that Feige and them did me dirty.
Yeah, that is crazy to think about. I'll be hot.
Mm-hmm.
I know. There's two people I would like to add to Thunderbolts. I know you got to take away some people, right? So Taskmaster, I'm taking out. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sure why they decided to have her. And Sentry, I'm taking out. So
That is interesting because when I remember we had a conversation the moment they announced the Thunderbolts movie and they said that Sentry was going to be in it, and one of the first things we said to each other was, "Damn, the Thunderbolts is going to be fighting Sentry." I was like, "That's grand opening, grand closing."
I
Like, come
swear,
on, man.
in my mind, I said, "What kind of movie is this?
Yeah.
Like, is this a? This should
It's
be a
only
web
gonna be
series."
all of 5 minutes, and it showed when they went up into the tower or whatever when he first was officially introduced or whatever, and they tried to rock with him and shit didn't go well. Cap shield or John Walker's shield got folded like a taco,
See, and I thought,
and he was still rocking with
word.
in the end credit scenes.
Yeah,
That shit was still wrapped around his arm.
I'm having Thunderbolts, but I'm taking Sentry out and I'm taking Taskmaster out. One, because we can use Taskmaster later on, and
Mm-hmm.
two, Sentry needs to be a cosmic threat. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what they thought was going to happen here, but that's not where he fits in. Obviously, you got to add your boy Baron Zemo back. What we doing?
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? He fuck around and be the leader of the entire group. So I'm not sure why he wasn't involved.
Mm-hmm.
I think you add Bullseye, and this is why I say this. He don't fit them, and that's exactly what you need. Is somebody who
Yeah,
does
the
not.
Thunderbolts were the land of misfit toys. So what bigger a misfit?
Oh, he. Oh, and also, so hear me out. Imagine again that Sharon Carter put this team together.
Instead
Imagine if
of
Sharon
Val.
Carter. No, imagine Sharon Carter does it.
Mm-hmm. As opposed to Val.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now imagine if everything is going right, and then he realizes Sharon Carter is being funded by Kingpin. He finds out this. That will turn that team immediately because we know how everything happened with him, and this Thunderbolt should happen directly after Daredevil. Like this should happen almost in the middle of Daredevil season 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
So you have this, and now you have Bullseye. Like, hold up. Y'all niggas is being funded by who? Nah, I'm not rocking. Now you got him, Bucky, and all this is happening, right? And New York still hasn't been addressed yet. Somehow, he's the guy you kill off. And it comes later when he finds this out, and Sharon Carter does it.
Okay, so let me add. It just hit me when you were talking. So I wouldn't have brought this up last night. So Sharon Carter, she's still working out of Madripoor, right?
She's based out of Madripoor, but remember at the end of Falcon Winter Soldier,
She came back to the States.
she got exactly.
Yeah.
She got exonerated from all her ill doing. She said, "Wow, I'm gonna meet you guys back in the States. I'm so thankful." But she said, "I'm
But
still
yeah,
stuck
but she
here."
still got her shop set up in Madripoor.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I'm thinking as I'm going along with like your storyline in time of events. What if they had little Easter eggs of I don't want to say a vigilante or whatever, but somebody wreck a shop in Madripoor, but they don't know who it is. It's just a motherfucker that's killing these villains, and all you see is claw marks, 3 claw marks on they bodies as they were getting murked out. And then you got Deadpool Wolverine. Because Madripoor is Wolverine's stomping grounds.
Yeah, it is. You know what? I forgot about that. You know that's that'd be a good cutscene. Like at
Yeah.
the end of you
Yeah,
have you know
a trail
what?
of Sharon's people or whatever, like her lieutenants and shit or whatever, be like, yo, these motherfuckers, they keep dropping like flies and we can't figure out who's doing it. And the only clues that are left behind is they getting sliced up. They getting Ginsu.
So check the Gensu. That's fire as hell. So look, after that shit, right? The after credit scene is Doctor Strange teleporting into their world and seeing what's happening in Madripoor. That's it. There's no. They just we're getting closer to everybody being in New York,
Mm-hmm.
and at this point, you have now got a year, 3 years almost of Kingpin building himself up after the blip. It's
Becoming the street level Thanos.
and now he got vibranium suits, bulletproof this, gun here, gunman there. He has niggas on roofs. He's the mayor. Look, now it's a different nigga. Now it's not the guy we met in Netflix season 1 of Daredevil. It's not that man. Now we dealing with somebody who is you can't even get near me to touch me. You would never even get near me. And that's when you have Spider-Man Brand New Day. You start off with that in the next phase.
And they all gunning for Kingpin. You put Spider-Man, Punisher, Daredevil all in that movie. Yep. Because didn't they say that Hulk is supposed to be in that movie at some point or fashion? Apparently. Also.
I'm telling you. And look,
they need to get the rights
Oh
to the
man.
Hulk back immediately.
If they started a GoFundMe, I'd put money towards it.
Hmm.
Something got to change, man.
Yeah,
I wish
because he can't
I
keep
wish in a
being in these
perfect
ensemble movies, man. He has
yeah.
they got to bring out that World War Hulk, and then like you saying we just completely do away with the She Hulk or whatever, then they can do the Planet Hulk storyline and introduce She Hulk in there.
See, She-Hulk confused. Like I like the direction they went with it. Again,
Hmm.
very comic accurate, jokey joke. Like I liked it.
Breaking the fourth wall and all that.
Exactly. Yeah. I just hated how like what story are you trying to tell? Like I understand. Yes, she's a lawyer. We understand that. But now she in L.A. All right, are we staying in LA?
Hmm.
Like, because you did have Shang-Chi in San Francisco. You had that. You had Black Panther based in Oakland when he comes to America. And now
Hmm.
you have She-Hulk. And do you want to just sit there? Because I'm cool with going back to California or going to California after what happened in Endgame. I'm cool with
Hmm.
that. And you're now introducing new people, and it makes sense because you're in a different coast. However, they do that and then come back to New York. It's like, all right, well, well, who we messing with now? And then they say, you know what? We messing with street level niggas now. You went from Eternals, She-Hulk to and now Daredevil, and now he the focal point. And now Spider-Man is no longer intergalactic Spider-Man. He's not Iron Man Spider-Man.
Yeah,
He's
he back.
Spider-Man, your neighbor,
He
your
friendly
neighbor.
neighborhood Spider Man.
Yeah. And I'm like, what do you want me to focus on here? Like, do you want me to focus on street level or? And then out of nowhere, one of my favorite series, Moon Knight.
Hmm. I was waiting for you to
See,
say when you gonna bring him
but
in.
I think those characters you introduced, Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night, still probably the best thing they did after COVID or after Endgame. But you introduced them after the big war. There's a big war that you have with Kingpin's army, Sharon Carter's army, and they all meet in New York. It can either happen in a conference, some type, or you know what? You're right. I'm gonna go with you. Or it happens in Madripoor. It can start there
And
and
end in New York.
and somehow bleed over in New York.
Yeah.
So somehow Sharon Carter gets arrested. Shang-Chi's sister dies. A lot of people, and then no one knows where Kingpin is though. He found a way to get back to New York.
Or he never left. He was just running, pulling the puppet strings from New York.
And either he gets aggressive or he stays low. However, you can dictate where you want to go with it. I'm telling you,
Yo, these some interesting theories because now what have we left out? All right, so what has happened after Endgame? That all right, we touched on Love and Thunder.
man.
We touched on the Eternals.
Ant-Man,
Yeah, so what we gonna do with Ant Man?
crapped. That look, that you can still have Ant-Man, but it can't be that movie. You know what I think? Have Ant-Man, right? The same movie,
Mm-hmm.
but erase Kang. He fights Modok. Like that's the main villain.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because you bring back a villain who was a villain before,
Mm-hmm.
who is now turned into a mega villain. Like it's funny in a micro place, he became a mega villain.
All right, I hear you.
Same shit, just no Kang involved. And Modok is pulling the strings down there. That's it.
Okay. So what do
Right?
you do with Deadpool and Wolverine?
Oh no, I agree with you. We definitely have a Daredevil, Deadpool and Wolverine. You have
You
that.
still gotta have it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you have
still,
that after
the
Daredevil.
movie has to be the same.
You have that after Daredevil. After Daredevil series goes, the next movie should be a money grab, and it's Deadpool and Wolverine. And now you have a bunch of material they can joke about that they've already had. Like now they
Mm-hmm.
can make jokes about Ironheart. They can make jokes about Loki, and they can do that interchangeable thing. That's when you get the cut screen at the end of Doctor Strange landing, saying, "What the hell happened here?" Like, and you just see a bunch of Wolverine call. So now they're in the same universe. Like they're close. They're getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. What else are we missing? Are we missing something else?
I'm trying to think.
Oh, Agatha. No, not a TV series. Not that long of a TV series. If you want, you can, but only like a Kingpin was, like a 3 episode series,
Mm.
just to explain who that person is. But that's somebody we don't need to
You know
sit.
what? But I like that series.
It was cool, but it was like,
I
why?
wasn't mad at it or whatever. I like the way because so what are you gonna do with the Young Avengers, or if they're gonna rebrand them as the champions? Because
I'm not necessarily worried about the Young Avengers as much so far, like because we only have we only have the separate pieces of them.
mhm,
We have no mention. Not only do we have no mention of the Young Avengers, we don't have no Avengers.
mhm.
Like we have the
So then
new.
they'd be titled the champions. But like I said, they've already put that in place when they introduced Patriot, they
Yeah.
introduced
Oh,
Kate Bishop,
Kate Bishop,
Miss
Patriot,
Marvel, and the
uh,
only one and they introduced one of Wanda's kids.
and
So
Loki,
like the only
young
one that
Loki. I feel
they
like
got Hulkling that they got to go find.
nah, they don't.
And what
Scrap
about
them, bro.
if you're not doing Kang the Conqueror, then you can't introduce Iron Lad.
I'm cool with that.
He's a variant of Kang.
I'm cool with that. Like
Mm.
I'm cool with that right now because we ironed out. Like I think Ironheart. Well, we know racism lives. That's why
Yeah,
Ironheart got the.
absolutely.
That's why the ratings got what it did.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
I like the Ironheart. Ironheart. I
I
ain't gonna lie.
did also. I
Yeah.
did also, and I refuse to have conversations with anybody in regards to it because we'll never see it the same
Yeah.
or
It's
whatever and everything. And people's biases are always going to come out,
mm,
whatever, whether intentionally or not. Um,
it's one of the
yeah.
greatest soundtracks that they've ever had.
Oh, absolutely. But like
I'll be stunned.
Ryan Coogler don't miss.
And also the action scenes in that show was
Yeah.
phenomenal. Like phenomenal.
And on top of like one of the biggest issues that people have is uh the trans character.
Oh,
What's her
why?
name?
Like
If
why?
it's not because of a black female lead, or all right, I'm trying to think of the hierarchy. Is it black female led, black male led, or a part of the LGBTQ community?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the steps on why certain people don't like certain things or whatever. So I'm trying to think like, do people not like it because or a movie? We'll go back to the first Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
People didn't think that thing would do the numbers that it did because it was an all black cast. So now let's not say black male led.
Okay.
We'll go black female led. People will hate on it.
Mm-hmm.
Female led. It don't matter what color you are. People are gonna hate on it. All black cast. People are gonna hate on it. But now you include somebody in the LGBTQ or whatever, people are gonna hate because hate and discontent sells more and is more attractive than somebody actually be like, yo, I understand this or whatever. Kind of like with Thunderbolts. People didn't like Thunderbolts or whatever. And Thunderbolts, the theme, like I said, everybody says you're battling depression throughout that entire movie and mental health issues. And for people not to like it because of that, then that movie went over their heads.
Right.
So, like, yeah, I can't. I like what I like.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit and debate with somebody that doesn't like it or whatever and everything. Even if we can have an intelligent conversation.
Yeah. The
Yeah, we can.
intelligent conversation is
Like
important.
we can. Like I'm pretty sure that a lot of people will disagree with. Yeah, that the fact that we like Ironheart, we like Thunderbolts or whatever. I'll have an honest conversation with like people I respect. I can't have the same conversation with people that refuse to see another person's perspective or whatever because they're
Right.
stuck
Right.
behind their own racism or sexism or biases. And
Yeah.
like in the immortal words of the great philosopher Hove, A wise man said, "Don't argue with fools,
Fools
because people from a distance can't
can't
tell
tell
who is
who
who."
is fool, nigga.
And I'm not about to waste precious time in my life at this point going back and forth or whatever with an individual, because if yeah, nah, I'm not doing it. I can't dance this dance with you, because you're not gonna be arguing in good faith. So we can't dance. What we'll do is we'll agree to disagree and leave it at that. And then we can walk away with respect for one another or whatever, instead of be like, yo, I can't look at this individual the same way I looked at him the day before. So I'll just respectfully disagree with the individual, whoever it is that was like, nah, Ironheart was trash. All right, that's your opinion, and we'll just leave it at that. That's not your bag. That's cool. But I liked it.
Yeah. Yo, I'm sitting here thinking of like the shit that could happen, um, like going forward. So say they
Mm-hmm.
have like a say they have an Avengers movie, because they always gotta have a team up movie. So you have
Mm-hmm.
Thunderbolts, but or say there's somehow some type of war that happens in New York City, and then they start bringing the bigger guns out, like Shang-Chi, like people who have like cosmic powers,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have Kingpin like, yo, you know what? Bet goes to a portal, brings out Abomination. All right, because that's who Shang-Chi's sister had.
Mm-hmm.
So now
So now Hulk gotta come into play.
it's either Hulk or you have Shang-Chi deal with it because he did before. Like he'd be like, all
Mm-hmm.
right, I'll do the shit again. But you have Kingpin
Or
bringing out
Wong.
or Wong, yeah. But when he wouldn't leave the temple because Doctor Strange, like he would have to be in
Okay.
the temple because somebody
Okay.
got to be there. But you have Kingpin now calling in favors of that you had no idea he close with.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like, oh, all right. Like I didn't realize he had all these heavy hitters on his side. Like he got real. And then you know what would be crazy? This is where you just go. Now I'm going left field now. I'm
Mm-hmm.
losing. You get him on the phone, like or you see something on the computer and it says Norman Osborn. Oh, see, look, but see, now you introduced a real killer out in this bitch. Like, and he's like, yo, you know what? I don't like this shit. You know what I mean? I'm the mayor of this city. And he go in and he has the Norman Osborn come in and say, hey, what do you need, mayor? I'll take care. I agree with you. All right. You get
Mm-hmm.
some of those heavy hitters agreeing with you, and you all right. Imagine you introduce Norman Osborn, not Green Goblin, just Norman Osborn as, you know what, Mr. Mayor, I back you. Just playing the game. You have somebody,
Mm-hmm.
Norman Osborn, playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Which, even if Fisk goes down, guess who might run for mayor next? It's setting it up. I'm telling you, it's
Oh,
setting it up.
I forgot. So what are we doing with Guardians?
Guardians?
Yeah, that's a IP that we didn't touch
Oh
on.
no, Guardians of a Galaxy. It
Yeah.
can still happen. Happen just like normal.
Okay.
But everything can take place somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and what we're dealing with in the regular timeline MCU is in New York City. So like,
Okay.
whatever happens with them, and then also when Star Lord comes down and he's ready to go home, he doesn't go home to New York. Like that whole movie can still happen,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing changes.
Okay.
Yep, nothing changes.
So yeah. So all right. So Kingpin bringing in all his hitters. Who is Daredevil and Spider Man bringing in to combat
Well,
that?
they got to unlock.
Once
They have
they once. Okay.
somehow they go get into that basement, or somebody helps get the people out. So who you would get out would be Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Punisher, Swordsman. Hey, look, that's already a lot of heavy hitters to me personally.
Mm-hmm.
However, you also have a wild card, and you have Bullseye, who comes back to the city. He wrecking havoc for any of you niggas because he's mad about what just happened. Either he's mad. No, he
But
died.
he got smoked for both sides.
Yeah, he got smoked. Remember that's the one who gets killed in Thunderbolts. That's my Taskmaster in Thunderbolts.
Wow, you would dump him off like that?
Off Bullseye, yeah. Because that will shock you. As you watch the movie, and you're like, "Oh, they killed my man." Nah, but that happens like in the middle. Yeah.
So what if Daredevil was able to get a hold of Elektra?
Hold up. Kingpin gets in hold of Elektra, and she is revived from Mephisto. People are confused of how this is happening. He's bringing back people who we know for sure.
But if you've already had the Netflix Daredevil series has already taken place, and she's already in play. She just at the end she just disappeared.
She died though.
Well, it was assumed that her and Daredevil had died.
Well, Daredevil lived because it's Daredevil. But
yeah. So if he gets out, she got to get out.
Well, hold up. If she gets out, right? And I still say she's on Kingpin's side. And it's not even mind manipulation. It's you know what I can do. Like this.
I don't know. I think her love for Murdoch might.
Oh no, it might help in the fight, but I know she might not start in that fight with him.
Mm-hmm.
Just like every fight she's had, she always fights on the other side, and she'll be like, you know what? Nah, I do love you though. Like it's like, all right. Well, Kingpin's like, all right, look, if you don't fight for me, you will be in the ground this time. We not missing the second time, buddy. You didn't give me a chance to shoot last time. I'll shoot this time, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, that'd be a different fight. You have a civil war and on the street level. I'm telling you,
that is interesting. I'm trying to think,
and that's when you can get the hey, look, Spider-Man whips in every now and then you get somehow I'm telling you, you can. That's a time when you can introduce another fighter or something like that, like where you can introduce the actual Flag Smasher, not the group the Flag Smashers, Flag Smasher. Like now he's involved, and you're like, well, who the hell is it? And then
that with one of the biggest holdups right now currently is a live action Miles Morales, which can't happen any earlier than 2027.
Yeah.
Once I'm so ready for this third Miles Morales movie to drop. I so want to see what happens.
Right, I agreed.
Yeah, so they're pushing it back, man. Come on, man. Let's get the one thing that Sony did well, and they still want to fumble it by not striking when it's absolutely hot. That shit should have been out already.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but when we had the conversation, me, you, Aaron, and Cool,
yeah,
and we were talking to producers and everything, and I came back to you. I was like, "Yo, I had to rethink my thing on Metro Boomin."
Okay, yeah,
or whatever. I didn't know that shit, and it'd be hitting me. Yo, he produced a song on the end of that Miles Morales movie, the second one.
Hold up,
that was him.
Didn't he produce the whole thing?
Did he? I'm not sure. I just know that he did. I know that he did the. I know that the last song they played or whatever on it during the credits or whatever that was him.
Look, Metro Boomin presents Spider-Man. Welcome to the yep. The whole album is Metro Boomin.
So he kind of had that thing with like Kendrick Lamar with the first Black Panther movie.
Yes. Hey, look, see, I mentioned Metro. Look.
Yeah, and now I'm hearing all these songs that I'm digging or whatever, not knowing that he did it.
What's the joint that was in Spider-Man? The Sunflower song.
I think so.
That's him.
Yeah.
That's fire. I
told you, I was like, yo. So now, what I've been doing over the past week and some change, maybe a little bit longer, is going back through his catalog
Mm.
on everything that he's had his hand in, and I'm sitting here like, damn, he did this, he did this. What like when I told you and I text you, I was like, yo, what the fuck was the name of the song? I can't think of it now. I said, yo, that had a Heat Makers vibe to it.
Oh yeah, you did say that. You did
Yep.
say that. Oh yeah, we was on the phone. Yeah, you said
Yeah.
that. You was like,
I was
yeah.
like, yo, that
Mhm.
shit gave me a Heat Makers vibe from the early Dipset days. I was like, yo, I'm sitting here like, damn it.
And I'm telling you, and you already know how I feel about Future,
Yeah,
and he one of them ones. Like,
and here's the thing. I listened to everything you said about Future last night. That one's gonna take a little bit of time if he could grow on me. Like Metro Boomin, that shit hit me immediately or whatever, and I was like, all right, I got to take a step back and reevaluate where he stands and everything like that or whatever. Future gonna be a tad bit more difficult.
I got a crazy pull for you. I've always said I was a big fan of the Lost Boys, Mr. Cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like growing up,
Yeah.
Future is like Mr. Cheeks on steroids, but from the South. If Future did
All right.
if Future did a rendition of Renee, oh my god,
Yo, I was
the world
thinking,
will blow up.
I was thinking, yo, we've gotten away from the MCU, but I mean, we've already done an hour on it, so we
Yeah,
good.
yeah, we're good, we're
I
good.
was thinking, like our next conversation with Aaron and Cool,
Mm-hmm.
some of the more underrated, unappreciated hip hop collectives.
Mm.
And I got one in mind. I don't want to break it right here on this one because I want everybody. The moment I mention these individuals, um,
So when you say collectives, do you mean like groups like Wu Tang, like that big, or are you talking about like
yeah,
the Clips?
or it could be anyone from like a duo to a massive group. So it could be like give me a duo. Or let's say we'll use this just for example purposes, like a De La Soul, three
Okay.
dudes to go up as far as like go as far back as the Juice Crew or something like that. So now
Okay.
you got is it the Juice Crew? Kane, um, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap, in that
Yeah.
group.
Okay.
So like that type of collective. It could be anybody from a duo to I'm not saying I'm just using because they're the first duo that come to mind, Outkast.
Which,
No,
which
everybody
way?
knows they're not underrated or unappreciated, but that's just when I think of a duo, they're the first dudes that come into mind. So it could be two or even Mobb Deep, a duo
Okay.
or whatever, but a duo from that all the way up to Wu Tang or see, but with Wu Tang or whatever, then you gotta add like their offshoots like Killer Army,
Oh, okay.
Shaheem, and what's that group that the Grave Diggers that RZA brought
Mm.
out?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn, I forgot about them.
Yeah, because it
Um.
was the first single. The first single that they made was like the only one that I actually liked. The first single that they released that RZA dropped some
Oh
verse
yeah.
on also or whatever. But like he produced the majority of the album, even though like I said they were only one album in or whatever. But what I did do over the past minute that we were talking about, I did not include the group of individuals that I want to break out on y'all when we resume this conversation.
Okay. I have one too, but I have I'll give you a free one that no one thinks about.
Okay.
Drag on.
I was thinking about him or whatever because All right, so
Isn't that a
of
group?
the
Isn't that a
entire
duo?
Rough Riders collective,
That's a duo now, though, isn't it?
who drag on?
That'd be considered a duo, wouldn't it?
Who the Rough Riders collective?
No, well, if you consider the Rough Riders Collective as a group,
Yeah,
then you got to bring in Rockefeller. So that's
yeah,
when
I'm
everything ends.
saying that or whatever. But like with
Okay.
Rough Riders, it was drag on. All right, so do we put the lock? I'm gonna include the locks in the Rough Riders, John, with that, or do you
Yeah.
Bad Boy locks or Rough Riders locks?
Rough Riders.
Absolutely, or
Yeah.
whatever. So now I'm going. All right, you got drag on, you got the locks, you got DMX. Who am I fucking forgetting? Who else was a part of Rough Riders? God damn, I'm fucking forgetting. Eve.
Oh, yeah. How do I
How the
forget
fuck
that?
you forget Eve? Yeah.
Philly.
And then you got a couple of offshoots on them or whatever. But then with Rockefeller, I mean, you got Beans,
Rockefeller.
Blake,
Hold up.
Freeway,
So
State
in my
Prop.
mind, Rockefeller, you got to break down in portions because they can't. If you do that, if you do Rockefeller as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
that's Dipset, State Property,
Mm-hmm.
like that. Was it J Beans a Mill? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't. That's not fair. But
Yo, a mill be catching strays left and right.
she was fired to me.
Yeah, I'm saying that her solo album wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Now, Hove did her a solid by putting that For the Fam on her album as opposed to because I don't think that was originally supposed to be on her album. I think that was supposed to be on Hove's album. So he did her, if I'm not mistaken, I think he did her a solid by because that's easily the best joint on there.
But yeah, by far.
It's easily the best joint on there. And then like Flip Mode.
Okay.
I to this day, I still think that Rod Digger is one of the greatest female MCs that has ever blessed the mic.
I've heard that from a lot of people. I don't like her like delivery. I don't know why.
Yo, she got bars. Yo, her Dirty Harriet CD, I still fuck with today. Rod Digger is one of them ones when it comes to female. I've never liked Nicki Minaj. I will never like Nicki Minaj, even though now she's just firing off. She's becoming a female Kanye just by just firing off dumb shit or whatever. I've never fucked with Nicki Minaj.
See, early Nicki.
There's no Nicki at any point.
No, when Nicki gets in,
I just can't fuck with her.
When Nicki goes into her like blackout rap mode, she's almost untouchable. Like it's where she finds pockets that aren't even made. Like, but then when she like, she don't get into that enough for me.
Yeah.
Like she worries more about popularity, which all of Young Money, Cash Money does. But
I like Latifah, Rod Digger, Rhapsody.
Well, Foxy Brown for me, but
you know what? I fuck with Foxy too,
cause that firm shit.
But we had the conversation last night also when it comes to like Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, Kanye, or whatever. When somebody is writing the majority of their rhymes, I don't consider them rappers. I kind of include Lil Kim in that. And the rumors of
Biggie writing on most of her shit.
Yeah, and the rumors of Foxy having her rhymes written for her.
So Hove actually came out though and was like
and shot that down.
Yeah, like he was like, yo, like there were times when we like helped her with certain words, but she wrote her shit. Like that's why he liked working with her because he didn't have to do the extra.
And I put her back up there.
You know what? And also, I get respect for Lil Kim because, like, that first album, you could tell Biggie wrote most of that shit.
Yeah.
But I liked her when Biggie passed. Like, the jump off Lil Kim, like that era, she was rapping. Yo, she was, and you could tell she didn't like that people were like, yo, she can't write. Like you could tell that. Like every lyric she had was like, "Niggas talking about I can't write." All right, well, all right, I fuck with it. Most
Yeah,
Cardi
but
B,
the three ladies that I mentioned,
Queen
and
Latifah,
then
Rod
now I got
Digger.
Rhapsody, Queen Latifah, Rod Digger. So I'm trying to find that fourth, and now I don't know if it would be Foxy or if I got to go further back and go with like MC Light or one of the most underappreciated females that ever spit was Bahamadia. See, and the crazy part about it is like
Yeah.
not a lot of motherfuckers know about how nice she was. And
Right.
my boy, one of my closest friends to this day, put me on the Bahamadia. My boy Brian. Um, we was talking about him with the gas station incident on our prior
Oh,
episode.
yeah.
He put me on the Bahamadia because he used to rock Bahamadia when we were younger and everything. But but like I can't settle on that fourth female. But those three females smoke chicks like Cardi B, and a lot of these other ones or whatever. And I don't know how I feel about like these newer females like Doja Cat and the rest of them.
Doja can rap her ass off.
No, I understand that. So you know what? I'm gonna put her in a separate category, but
Yeah.
like
Doja Cat.
a I don't fuck with Glorilla. I don't fuck with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yo, you mentioned two people who be rapping. They be rapping.
See, and here's the thing: we looking at it through two different lenses because I'm a tad bit older than you are. So like, yo, those two chicks that I just mentioned, I can't fuck with them. I just can't or whatever. And yeah, like I'll fuck with Rhapsody heavily.
Oh, same.
Yeah, I'll fuck with Rhapsody heavily.
So I'm
And
telling you,
it's a crime that she's not put up there with her contemporaries. It's an
I think
absolute crime.
her marketing pushes that she doesn't want to be to me.
Because she's
Like,
more like a underground rapper type or whatever, or something along those lines.
yeah,
Or would she because it's like underground or like a backpack?
it's more
Because
that.
she's not mainstream,
Yeah, she's not.
but like she's fucking with she's a part of the crew with one of the dopest hip hop producers in Ninth Wonder. She's a part of his crew, and he had a couple other artists that were kind of nice that did a couple songs or whatever. Like he had a dude years ago called Add Two.
Okay.
Um, he was nice, and I always wondered, like, yo, whatever became of this dude. And if you go to like some older YouTube videos of the dude, yo, I was like, yo, he kind of tough. And yeah, like I don't know, but I haven't brought forth this collective intentionally until we get to talking.
All
And
right.
then once I bring it forth, there is three albums of this collective that I'm going to need you to go back
Do
and
the
listen.
homework. So do the homework on.
Or if you can remember him, I'm pretty sure Corey I'm will remember the albums. I don't know how much he listened to them all or whatever. Two of the albums are by one group, and the third album is by another group, but they're all a part of the same collective. They're all a part of the same collective. And when I mention these groups or whatever, I'm talking like the truest essence of hip hop from the golden era. And I'm amazed that like if you're trying to think of who I'm thinking of and you're gonna shoot out some shots or whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure if you would come up if
I'm letting it rock right now. I'm letting you rock right now.
all right. So all right, let's put it like this before we finish up. if I could give you, I won't even say 3 guesses. Let's say 2 guesses. I won't confirm or deny either of the guesses or whatever. But if I gave you 2 guesses right now, do you think you could come up with this collective?
I'm not sure if I can right now. For some reason, I'm thinking of Jungle Brothers, but
Mhm. Okay, that's your one.
yeah.
So they would be kind of like what, the Native Tongues,
Yeah.
the Native Tongue Collective.
Yeah. So see, I'm thinking of groups, not collectives. Let me think of
Mhm.
collectives. Not Boogie Down Production.
Okay, I'll give you BDP.
Okay, yeah.
I'll give you BDP
All
or whatever groups or whatever. But yeah, I can't wait.
right.
I can't wait. I'm gonna hit Aaron and I'm gonna hit Cool up because Aaron wants to introduce his boy into the next conversation.
Oh yeah, man. Let's
So
add some
yeah,
niggas, man.
because you off for the rest of this week, right?
Yes, I am.
I'll go back until August 11th.
I go I go back August later than that. I go back August 20th, something like that. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
August
and y'all
20th.
school year don't start till then.
Our first day of school is August 26th
Mm,
for kids, and for staff, I think it's August 19th.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm chilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so am I. So am I. I gotta get myself readjusted to the clock
The
schedule.
teaching life. I know. Yeah,
This vampire life, it,
yeah.
it comes to an end real quick during the
It's
summer.
funny. My wife Amber just said the same thing. She was like, I was playing Grand Theft last night at like
Mhm.
1:40. She looked up at me and was like, "You better stop."
Yo, I tell you what,
And to get used to it, I said, "Ah."
I haven't played Grand Theft in a while, but the game that I'm currently playing, that I'm replaying on the last I played it was on the 4, but now I'm playing it on the 5. Is Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh man, classic.
Yo, I Batman Arkham franchise,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, Resident Evil, Metal Gear, and what else would I put in there? My franchise that I've been loyal to forever. Um, yeah. So, but yo, I appreciate you taking the time to get this shit off your chest,
Hey
cuz.
man, got to man.
Yo,
Anytime anyone asks, I gotta let them know I got
when
the answer.
you hit me up, when you hit me up and you text me or whatever, you're like, yo, I got some shit I gotta get off or whatever and everything. And then when I called you, I could tell in the excitement in your voice or whatever, I was like, yo, we gonna have to get this down. And you were sitting there like, yo, I got notes. I'm writing some shit down or whatever on. So yeah, when you get in one of those zones or whatever, I'm like, yo, I gotta let you get your shit off.
Yo, and you know it'd be dope as fuck. See Marvel, yo, find me, Marvel. Disney, find me, bro. You know what would be the best way to promote? Yo, they could promote Echo, Daredevil, and Kingpin. All series I talked about.
Mhm.
They could literally just go and um, in the middle of every borough, they could have a vote for Fisk sign and a
Mhm.
QR code. And once you click to it, it goes straight to Disney Plus. Yo, I'm telling you. And you promote it like he's actually running. So then you have real people really film. Hey, I'm telling you, Gorilla Warp, let that.
Yo, my favorite part of the Echo series was the brief appearance of Daredevil when her and Daredevil went head up. That fight was kind of tough.
Yeah, it was
For as
tough.
quick as it was, for as quick as it was. Now I'll even include the entirety of the fight when my man originally knocked her down and she got pissed off
Oh yeah,
and then went in there and cracked their melons or whatever, and then Daredevil came in. So that whole sequence was like my favorite part of it, and I was like, I liked the series, but my thing was oh shit, if it's gonna be like this throughout the entire series, this shit's gonna be a banger or whatever. But they bust their guns off early, and then
Yeah.
we never got that type of action going forward. I mean, there was pockets here or there or whatever.
My
And
favorite part of
everything.
Echo was when she found her powers. Like when she realized, like, yo, I can.
Yeah.
That was dope. I'm like, all right, this is fire. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then the what if episode with her, or her ancestors was like the day
Mm-hmm.
after, I think, or something like that. And I was like, this is
Yeah.
fire.
And the
Like,
crazy part is, like, a lot of people didn't like the What If series.
I liked it.
Truthfully, there's only two things that they put out throughout the entirety, and I'm going back from Iron Man all the way until Fantastic Four and everything in between. I know that you haven't seen Fantastic Four yet.
Next week.
Love and Thunder
Yeah.
and the Marvels.
Right.
I could have done without, or they could have been better, especially Love and Thunder. Love and Thunder was such a letdown to me. But other than that, and the only thing that I haven't seen is Werewolf by Night. That's the only thing that I haven't seen of everything that they've put out.
That's gas.
And other than those two movies, I've enjoyed it in some form or fashion. Almost everything else that they put out. I may not have been like, yo, this shit is the greatest or whatever, but I never walked away mad other than Love and Thunder in the Marvels. Or whatever, be like, yo, come on, man. Y'all gotta move better with this shit. Or whatever. Especially when, yo, you got Gore the God Butcher being introduced in this shit. Oh, this shit gonna be lit.
A lot of blood, a lot of death.
I'm sitting here like, come on, man. Like,
you
this what we doing?
You was waiting for the action. I know.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, this what we doing? But I do think that Coogler has to be more involved than just beyond the Black Panther franchises.
Oh,
let him loose on something else.
Seeing how good he did on Ironheart, I was like, all right, now,
yeah, like I said, he don't miss.
And I don't know what the negotiations are, but seeing how good Sinners was, and you still are looking for someone to write Blade, what are we doing? Like, it's right in front of you.
Yeah, I get that he wasn't going to be able to do the Blade because he was doing Sinners at the time.
But now,
now they got to redo Blade because Blade was supposed to be a period piece or whatever, but they gave the entire wardrobe for the Blade movie to the Sinners cast.
Yeah.
So Coogler,
I mean,
and his team, like Ruth Carter, the way she designs the fashion for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Sinners. Yo, he got a fucking team.
They got that new Wakanda series coming out soon, right?
Yeah, I think it drops later this year or some shit like that.
I'm hyped for that shit. I'm hyped.
Yeah, I don't know what order if there's any. Yeah, there has to be something coming out. There are no more movies left until next year, so they got to have some Disney Plus dropping before the end of the year. Because it's way too. Yeah, we got what 6 more months. 6 more months left in the year to go without any Marvel properties or whatever. Because like what other movies, like not Marvel or DC, but what other movies are dropping this year that's got some buzz? I'd have to research the shit.
Yeah, I gotta do some more research. Well, I'm not gonna hold you up no longer, brother. I'm about to look. That storm just start hitting us. The one you were talking about.
Yeah,
it's hitting us now. It's pouring out this month.
Yeah, so it must have been going towards you away from me. So I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna get on the horn and start rounding some dudes up because I'm ready to discuss this.
Let's do it.
All right, boy. I'll talk to you later.
All right.